Hey, how's it going, guys? Just checking in. Crazy week. I bid on 3 large projects, about $1.5 million worth of work. Um, got those out the door, full, like 5-page proposal. Big stuff. It's cool. School work. Um, Other than that, took a ride, looked at about 6 new plow contracts that we're going to have this winter. And taking sales calls about small jobs. 4 days this week. 2 different projects, paving going on, managing that stuff that's happening out there. Got crews out working on active projects, coordinating that stuff. 4 days. It's been crazy. It's been crazy. And on top of that, every night when I come home, I am watching videos, learning, training more, so I can get where I want to go. That's what I'm doing. Right now, learning as much as I can about sales, just so I can get better, getting all the work that I take calls on or I make calls on. Boosting sales, like so many people I know in business are focusing on the expenses, how inefficient people are, the waste, all these things. They are real things, but you can only limit the expenses so much. You need to focus on income, just like personally. That's how it works. You need to focus on income, you need to work on your sales. How does this apply to everybody? Learn how to sell yourself. It's a hard thing out there these days. People aren't going to just take you on your word. You have to show them some action. You have to have a history of performance. So if you don't have a history of performance, or maybe you have a history of performance but in a different industry than you're trying to get in, it'll make it a little difficult. People will look at you different. They want to see somebody who has done this. I don't want to train you a lot. It's kind of how I'm a little bit different. I do like to train my guys if they want it. Like, if you want to go somewhere, I will take my time and train you. That's what I'll do for you. I want you to be successful. The more successful you are, the more successful I am. But the problem is they come in and don't have the experience and want to move straight to the top. They're like, no, I want top dollar. Like, I'm going to do these things I say. But yeah, I've heard that before. People come in, say they can do all this stuff, make all kinds of claims, and then push comes to shove, they're not committed. And that's what happens. Or they're not competent. I need you to be committed and competent. Like, we are representing, commercial construction where we are at. Like, you need to be a representative. You want to go somewhere? You can. Absolutely. Show me the value. But show me a history of action that proves to me that you have value. I want to see you prove it. Anybody can try extra hard for 2 months. That's the limit. Some people it's 2 weeks. Like, oh man, I tried so hard those 2 weeks and I didn't see anything from it. Man, you need to get invested. You need to invest. Show me you're going to invest. You do that. Once you build a history of action, doing key things, like once you pay attention, you can see where the company is a little weak. You're like, can I fill that void? Can I help them out with that? If I help them with that and have a big enough impact, then they're going to be like, he is valuable to me. He can do things that other people aren't doing, and it's something I can claim I, am better at. This company is better for this reason over here. Like, he's helping me with something in a very specific way. Like, one of the first things that I did when I came in to this, I I learned how to do survey work. First it was total stations, and then it was GPS layout, and I took GPS layout and ran with it, and now that's all we do. I mean, we were out there, tape measures, 200-foot long tape measures, like measuring stuff out. Now, fire up the GPS, pick all the points. This might not mean anything to anyone not in the industry, but what I'm trying to get at is you need to find that thing that these people, like, what problems are they having? Every company's got problems. So what problems are they having? Be the guy that solves those problems. Be the guy that improves efficiency. Like, oh man, what are you talking about? You want to be a kiss ass? It's like, dude, you're trying to be the best at what you're doing. If you're not striving for success and you just want to be a cynic, you're never going to go anywhere, dude. Never. You ever going to be a manager? Do you want to be a manager? If you just want to be average and do your job and get a paycheck, that's all you're going to do. And most of the time, people like that cry. They want it. But if you want to provide value in a significant way, just sometimes when you're given 100%, like, you're working within the role that you have. There's only so high you can go until you have to take on something bigger. You have to take on a responsibility bigger. You need to find something that you can do that other people can't do or aren't doing, or that you are the best at. That is your power. That is your value. You provide value to your company, they're going to compensate you. But you need to build a history of action that proves you are that guy. And you can get paid. It's very simple. And we're just looking for people to be doing that. And we will pay them. That's how it works. Now let me remember where I'm at in all this. Besides working my ass off, I'm staying up as late as I can just to work. You know, I'm not chilling. I'm not relaxing. I am studying every day to get better and better, so that I can provide enough value to get paid what I need, so that I can invest and turn my whole system, my whole world here, into an income-producing machine. Then I can start to do things that I want to do. You know, I have bigger plans than just what I'm doing now. It's much bigger. I want to go after it. I want to be one of the guys that are shaping communities and helping individual people. You know, one of the first ways I'm thinking about helping people is a lot of people out there are horrible at managing money. They are terrible at managing their money. And I have a simple solution, and you can lead a horse to water. One of those deals. I am very good at Microsoft Excel. I have a simple spreadsheet. I mean, it'd be something people would have to do, but I can make it easy. You need a written budget. If you don't have a written budget, you're going to be terrible with money, unless you're walking around always in fear, like, oh my god, I can't spend any money. Oh my god, I can't do that. I can't do that. Or the other person that's like, oh man, I got like 800. I'm all good right now. And then they're like, oh man, I didn't see that coming. You know, something crazy just happens, and they aren't prepared. They don't have enough money. They're not setting it aside. How often do you get paid? That's when you need to take the money, split it up, and put it into the categories that it needs to go in every week. And you can't, like, stack up all this money for these 20 different expenses that you have. I mean, it has to be done and tracked. And it doesn't have to take a lot of time, but you need to think about your budget with the end game of taking money. Maybe it's you want to take vacations. Maybe you want to buy nicer things. Maybe you want to take that money, invest it, and make even more money. But at the end of the day, when you write it down, I mean, you're in control. You want to be in control of your money. You have to track your spending. You have to say, oh man, like, why am I spending so much money on that? Is that, like, I'm never gonna get where I want to go financially, buy the things that I want to buy, if I keep spending in that manner. So that's I think I can do it. And yeah, I think I can help some people out with that.